would say. But I just I don't really want to play in human form because did I talk about the reasons why the human female model is absolutely disgraceful and disgusting in World of Warcraft? So maybe get around. I can tell you this story of why I hate human women in World of Warcraft. Not in other games, but specifically in World of Warcraft. Alright. I only picked her here because I had to, because there's no other visage form for dragons, but I want to play a dragon mostly, but I want it to be a girl. Get around, friends. I'm gonna give you guys the tale of why Masami hates human women in World of Warcraft. Okay, we're quickly going to go to one of the main cities, and we're gonna learn how to cook so I can make a campfire. So it's more atmospheric. Thank you very much. Here we go. Yes, a nice campfire. Alright. Well then, get around the campfire, everyone. It's time for Masami to tell you a little story why she hates human women in World of Warcraft. Okay, so something that's very important about that is the animations, actually. Because I will have to branch out a little bit in my explanation for that, because I will start with I'm like a little bit of a tryhard, let's say. Not just in games often, but also like in terms of sports in real life. Like in physical education class in school, I always was like, alright, I want to give my best and do this very well and stuff, and then I'm gonna go all out and stuff like that. I was actually one of these unfortunate people who were so vain that, I mean, I was the only one actually, that especially like when stuff 100 meter, or we didn't even run 100 meter because it was too long for like school kids or something at that time. But probably like 50, 70 meters, something like that. Just run real fast was the thing we were doing, and I was like, yeah, I want to give it my best and do everything. And I wasn't really terribly fit or something. I was just super into it, and I was like, yeah, motivated, let's go, let's do the best I can do. And at the same time, not just for running fast, but also the endurance running, where it was just supposed to say okay, we're gonna run for I don't know, 20 minutes or something, and the more rounds you get, the higher your grade is, right? And both of these things I did with such motivation and drive that I actually threw up. I just went all out so much that I had to throw up afterwards, because I was, I don't know, my circulation or something wasn't really up to the task. But I pushed myself to my limit because I was just kind of vain and also tryharding, right? I'm that kind of person that says, yeah, let's give it my all. I'm gonna push myself to the limit and then worth it. That's the kind of person I was once upon a time in PE class in school. And then that, in opposition to my concept of do your best, give it everything you've got, there were other girls who said, I'm gonna skip PE class entirely. Now, you may think that how is that even possible? But you know, they say, oh no, I can't today because women stuff, right? And then at some point the PE teachers were just like, yeah man, whatever, just it's whatever. I don't even wanna, you don't want to question that stuff. And so they just had a a free ticket to skip every single like PE class ever. And I just told you that obviously, as someone who pushes themselves until they throw up, as someone like that, I wasn't too fond of that kind of motivational mindset. But it wouldn't have been that bad, I guess. But the point is, I'm someone who says, yeah, I'm gonna give it my all and I'm gonna try my best. And then there were the others who said, nah, I want to skip everything every time, every single time. Like, I'm not even gonna do anything. And here comes the worst part. They got a passing grade for skipping every single PE class. They even like went with us. They didn't even put on their sports clothes. They just went in there and they sat on the side lanes and just watched us and were bored and stuff like that. And I gave it my best, my all. And the thing that annoys me so much is they got a passing grade for doing nothing. And I didn't get the best grade because I was so goddamn shit at like all the things that had to do with like ball sports. I was bad at basketball, I was bad at football or soccer, and I was bad at throwing stuff. And that's why I didn't get the best grade. But I wanted it so bad. And like I was really good in like the what's that called? The athletic stuff, like jumping far and running fast and endurance running, stuff like that. That was just really good for me. But I was just so bad in terms of technique for throwing balls and basketball and football and stuff like that. I was just not good with the freaking balls. And I didn't get the best grade because of that. And it made me so angry that they got a passing grade for doing nothing. And I gave everything and didn't get the best one just because I was just bad at freaking ball sports, blah, blah, blah. And that annoyed me a very great deal. Now, what does all of this have to do with World of Warcraft, you ask? Well, I'll tell you. The point is that the human female model has animations that just remind me so much of those girls that skipped PE class. They remind me so much of that because they have those animations that feel like, I don't even wanna do this. I'm not gonna give my best. I don't even wanna. It's like they have those kinds of moves, the kind of looks, the kind of feel exactly as those girls that skipped PE class. They were the ones that skipped PE class. They were the ones that move like this, like they don't even want to move at all. They just want to sit around and do nothing. And I hate it. And I hate them. And I hate these animations. And this is why human women in World of Warcraft are the absolute worst. Because they remind me of the fact that they, with their freaking mindset of doing nothing at all, and skipping everything and being, I don't even want to do this. I don't even want to be here. I'm so bored. I hate sports. And they got a passing grade, and I gave it my all. And because of freaking ball sports, I didn't get the best grade. I got only the second best grade. And that's why I hate them so much. I hate them. And I'll never forgive them. So there you have it. This is why all the other like women classes or races in this game are infinitely better, because they have proper animations, like especially the elves and stuff, like orcs as well. Orcs are really cool because they're like brutal and they're like, yeah, let's squash up, right? And the elves are like elegant and I don't know, they're like they act like they feel like they actually trained stuff and they're doing stuff according to what they were taught and they are like disciplined and stuff. And the human females, they are nothing. They are the ones who skipped PE class and they are the ones who hate sports to this day and they still got a passing grade and I hate them. And that's why they deserve nothing but my deepest, pathetic hate. They deserve everything that's coming to them, which is just my hate and everybody else doesn't really care. But every time I see their goddamn animations, I'm reminded of that stuff. It's absolutely disgusting. Wait, let me maybe fly into the forest and right click on some stuff so I can see what they look like. Let's see. Alright, we're right clicking on this rabbit, right, on this cow. Like, the stance, I guess we can say is okay-ish or something. But like a lot of animations actually got changed so that they are the same on every character. Like for example, Whirlwind has the same animation on every race. But let's see. Yeah, that's not enough of a sample size, but I mean you can see it with the jumping. Just that it's like, ugh, what am I doing? Oh no, look at me, Wait, I'm gonna use my flying mount and fly into the air. And now we're gonna jump off here and now we're falling. Look at this falling animation. That's like, oh no, what is happening? And others, like, for example, night elves, they have like, they look like frickin', I don't know, like they're, I forgot what that's called, that Olympic thing where they're like doing the beautiful stuff. I forgot what that's called because I always watch that in German, but they look like they care, they look like they're trained, they're disciplined, they're actually trying, and all of the animations for the human females just, oh, it reminds me of them. It reminds me of the PE class skippers. I hate them. I hate them so much. And that's also why I'm like, I have my wonderful, like, what's it called? I'm biased against people who play them as well, because I instantly feel like they're probably people who don't try their best and stuff. They are always like disadvantaged right from the start if I see them, because I feel like, you like those, huh? You one of them PE skippers too? Well, you better show me what you've got, otherwise I'll just treat you like one of the PE skippers. This is the most insane reasoning ever, but it's rock solid logic. Yeah. It's like I'm hating them for my not really trauma, but I don't know, let's just call it trauma, even though it wasn't really that bad, but it reminds me of that and it makes me so salty. And it like also stands for that, like that in general in gaming, where people say, oh, girls always get carried and they don't even try and stuff. And that's like also, this is like one of the reasons why I became a tryhard in video games. Because I didn't want to be like the PE skippers. I didn't want to be like them in video games too. So that's why I just, I don't know, I got that mindset of, I'm gonna try my best. You don't have to always like be this super giga mega tryhard, and you don't have to play every game that's like competitive and stuff. But I think I should at least try my best and not like have everyone around me just do the job for me, like, right? That's so pathetic and I hate it. And the stereotype is just, And that's partially why I became a tryhard in video games too. I don't want to be a PE skipper and just stand around and be the person with that mindset I don't even want to play this game. Please just carry me. I don't even want to play. Why am I gonna do this? Take me with you. But I don't want to put in the work to take me with you. I don't want to pull my own weight. There you go. And that's how Masumi became RL Kitsune. Refuse those girls which passed PE classes. Reject humanity. Yeah, that's right. Reject humanity. And that's why I'm very annoyed that the only the only visage form that the Dragfear get in like if they're a girl, they get the freaking human moveset and looks. And if you make a Dragfear who's a man, you actually get a blood elf model. So I was like, why? Why do they get to be elves? And I get to be a freaking human if I want to be a girl. God damn it. I hate them. It was like, I don't know, I could ignore them for such a long time, or at least like even look at how they're walking, even like the hell is this walking style? Anyways, I was able to just ignore them, play Horde, and either ignore them or kill them, and I was fine with that. But now that I like to play in the Dragfear, and I wanted to play a girl because I like to play girls, I had to play goddamn human model. No, it was like after I don't know whatever freaking 15 years or something, they came back. The human females came back, and they stabbed me in the back one last time. They did this to me, and I was like, no, why does it have to be human females? Why can't it be blood elves or anything else? Why does it have to be them? No. And that's why me hates them, precious. Me hates them very much. And they deserve my hate and my contempt. I'm sorry for your trauma, but that was an insanely funny rant meltdown. I mean, at least if other people can have some fun with it, then I'm happy too. But yeah, that's... Look at this. Look at this. Frickin' human female hunter. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Wearing her frickin' flowers in her hair with her freckles. Oh my, how cute. How did you call your pets? Pech. That's like misfortune. And that one doesn't have a special name because I think you can't do it. But, hunters, statistically speaking, the biggest... I'm just playing this game because for collection and for cutie reasons, and I like pets. Oh, I love having pets. I love animals, so I'm gonna play a hunter. And then, on top of that, human females. This is like the most cursed combination this game can offer. Look at that PE skipper. That's right. Look at her. Shame her for skipping PE class. That's you. You skipped PE class in school. And then you have blood elves. And maybe also be a void elf. Depends, but they have the same model, so it doesn't really matter. And they at least, like, they have proper stances, they have proper attacks, and they have proper specials, and they have proper walk animations. And with this, it's just like, look at me. I don't even want to walk. I hate walking so much. Oh no, can we stop walking? Oh my god. Like, when we had these days, I don't know what it's called in English, but when you like have if you go out with your class and you like go, I don't know, take a walk, go wandering or something around with the class in nature, right? And those were also ones, there were two groups, the kids that actually smoked and the kids who were the PE skippers. They were always walking slowly and they were like, and I was like, I don't want to have to wait for them. I'm so annoyed. I don't want to have to wait for the smokers and the PE skippers. And I mean, nowadays I was socialized to be a little bit nicer, but back then I was a little bit of a let's say a little rascal, and I was very open about my feelings, and I was like, why do I have to wait for the smokers and PE skippers? And I was that kind of mean kid. But now you know why I was mean to them. Because they didn't deserve a passing grade for skipping every time. It would have been fine if only I wasn't so bad at frickin' throwing stuff and basketball and football. If only I would have gotten my frickin' A+. But I couldn't because of that stuff. And it was their fault because they got a passing grade. Somehow. There you go. Masamin. Savage teenager, yes. I think that was the word I was looking for. Savage. Mildly savage. Anyways. But nowadays I'm of course I'm of course a much nicer and more settled and more mature person now, since I'm now more than 200 years old, and I'm not salty because of that stuff anymore, obviously. Surely I'm not, right? But now you know. Now you know how that hatred to last the ages came to pass. Good day, Void Elf. Go forth. You are not a PE skipper. I like you. Dragons are also not PE skippers. They are soldiers. She doesn't even know she's getting bullied on stream. What do you mean? You mean the poor girl I just bullied for being a PE skipper? I mean, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for bullying you for being a PE skipper and a hunter on top of that, which is the most cursed. Being a PE skipper hunter is the most cursed like combination of class and race and gender you can have in this entire game. Check the statistics. Probably the worst of the player base in terms of skills. And you know what's the worst thing about that? I think everyone could be like pretty good at this game if only they spent like 10 minutes to look up a guide, look at the best talents and then the best rotation, and bam, you're probably better than 70% of the player base. But they can't even do that because they're so lazy. Masami just whispers her and sends stream links so she knows. Should send her the stream links just so she can listen to me ranting about her being a PE skipper. And then it turns out she's actually someone, I mean, it's actually not a she, but it's actually a dude. And he just likes dressing up as that girl stuff. And he's actually one of the best players on the entire server, probably. I actually wouldn't doubt that. Ah, come on. I'm not that evil. I mean, it's just a random person. They have nothing to do with all of this. Except, statistically speaking, they have a high chance of being one of the worst of the player base. I'm just saying that's the statistics. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that person in particular is like that. Should whisper her and ask if they skipped PE class. Take that sentence to League. Everyone could be good there. Just check a few guides. Yeah, I mean... But I think in League it's a little bit, it's a little bit more difficult, since in League of Legends you have to kind of know about all of the abilities of the 150 different characters. Otherwise you won't be able to play properly against them. But here, this is like co-op. This is a cooperative game mostly. So it's fine if you only know about your own class, and most of the time it will be fine. But they can't even spend 10 minutes to look up, okay, first you press this button, so you get enraged, so you deal more damage. And then you build more rage with this and this until you have enough rage for rampage. And then if you get an execute proc, then you use that. And that's it. That's your rotation. And then of course some cooldowns and stuff. But that's pretty damn basic, right? And if you have like AoE engagements, you use this one, and then you use this one, and you get 4 stacks of being able to do AoE damage with your other abilities, but it doesn't change that much. I just told you the optimal Fury rotation in about 10 seconds. And they can't even look up that kind of stuff. They just look at all of these buttons and say, "Ooh, those are some funny buttons. Let me press some random frickin' buttons. Oh, I don't know what this does. I sure hope it does well. I sure hope I can help my team with this by pressing random funny buttons. Yay! What a fun game! I'm having so much fun. Do you have fun too? I'm so sorry that I'm only dealing 10% damage of the one I could deal, and in that way I'm gimping my entire team. Because I skipped PE class, and I never bothered to learn better." All just prejudice. It's just prejudice. It's not all of them. Just statistically speaking, the highest chance is them. Anyways. You deserve all the hugs. Thank you very much. I try my best to be nicer to people now. I mean, nowadays, I'm not as savage as I used to be, as a non-200-year-old, as I maybe when I was like in my 100-year-old times, something around that. I was a little bit more savage with that, but now that I'm in my 200-year-old years, in my 200s, so to say, I'm much more mature now, right? I'm just salty behind the scenes, but I still try and treat people right. That's right. For living together with other people and having a good friendships and stuff, it is much better to be nice to others and help them along the way instead of just being salty, right? But I remember them, the PE skippers. I will not forget the PE skippers. Don't you worry, those PE skippers. They will never escape my wrath, even though I'm a much more balanced and stable person now. That's right. Don't worry. Wise 14-year-old Kitsune? That's right. I'm wise and mature now because I'm in my 200s now. And that means I am super mature and wise and stuff. And not salty. That's the most important thing. Super not salty, by the way, that I didn't get my best grade because of the pulse sports. Not salty, by the way. So, she gets crazy, not mad. That's right. I'm not mad. I'm just crazy. Gotten softer over the centuries, a little bit. I mean, not really softer. I just got more, like I said, balanced and mature and wise. Obviously. You can't even imagine how balanced and wise and mature I am because I'm more than 200 years old. Humans couldn't even fathom how wise and mature I am. I am exceedingly mature, by the way. I see. Never wrong, Masumi, or she haunts you, even in the afterlife somewhere. I'll find the PE skippers in the afterlife and I will tell them, "Why did you skip PE class? Why did you do that? It's not fair. You shouldn't have gotten a passing grade. I should have gotten an A for effort and you should have gotten a..." I don't know what that would be in, I don't know, English or American grades, but D, an E for effort, for no effort. In terms of effort, I was definitely giving my all. I was pushing my limits and I threw up even. But it wasn't enough. Because I am shit at throwing stuff and so on. I asked my big brother and my father to help me and like teach me, try and help me with bettering my technique for throwing like the balls, right? And even after like an entire afternoon of them like having fun and like helping me and stuff, that was actually like a great time. But in the end, like there were actually 2 different weighted balls that you could throw in our PE class. There was like the heavier one and the lighter one. And I threw both of them the same length, the same distance. The heavier ball and the lighter ball, I threw them the same distance because my technique was just so goddamn shit. That's how you can know that my technique was just shit, because I threw the heavier one and the lighter one the same distance. So obviously, I took the heavier one because I threw them the same distance. And the heavier one gave you more points, but it still wasn't enough. I hate it. And like that, there were some kids that actually were like doing handball. They were in like a handball club or something. They were so freaking good. Like they threw, like one of the boys threw that ball so freaking far. I was like, man, how? The technique, the technique. Kugelstoßen? No, that was a different one. Just literally just, I don't know, a baseball-sized ball that we were throwing certain distances. It was not actually the one where you see like people at the Olympics and they like balance the ball on their shoulders or something because it's so goddamn heavy. That one we didn't do, but more like baseball-sized balls. We threw those. Automatically passes PE class because she is a very nice person, S+. Oh god. The PE skippers. But they were not nice people. They were, I'm not motivated to do this. I don't want to do this. I'm just gonna skip it. They were those kinds of people. And nobody likes those kinds of people. They're not fun. They're not giving it their all. They're not motivated and they're not motivating. It's no fun with those kinds of people. It's much more fun if you're like in a group of people who are like, all right, let's try our best and let's do this. That's good fun. Anyways, I spent a lot of time ranting and telling stories. That was actually very fun, and apparently you guys had a good love about it too. But it's now actually 12 AM, so I'm gonna have to call it for today. But that was definitely a good time.